I had $1.25 in my bank account. You can't upset someone with $1.25 in your bank, no matter how hard you try. So you've got to think outside the square, because a lot of people, especially when it comes to this type of business, oh, look, I'd love to do it, and you might get people saying this to you, I'd love to do it, but when everything falls into place and when I've got all this around me, and then I'll start. Wait! Why don't you have that now? Because you haven't started. So I thought, I'm going to think outside the square. I don't ever think inside the square or operate inside the square, because as soon as I do, I'm surrounded by 4 walls. So I operate outside the square. So I rang up my little brother. Did anyone watch The Block? My brother was the landscaper on The Block. That's my claim to fame. So I rang up Dean. I said, Dean, I want to borrow some money. And he said, why? And I said, because I want to upset so-and-so at church. And he said, well, here's $50. It was like a donation. So off I went. I went to the local printer, and I said to the printer man, I said, listen, I took one of my mates with me. We used to do nothing together. We were good at it. So I took my mate with me, and I said, mate, listen, I've got this great clothing label I want to do. I'm just wondering if you can print up some shirts. He said, sure, sure, sure. I'm thinking, this is going unreal. And he goes, how much money you got? And from $1.25 to $50, you're rich. Right? I said, I've got $50. He said, well, they won't buy you anything except 4 blank T-shirts. And I said, well, you know, I can't really upset someone with a blank T-shirt, so that ain't going to work, buddy. And he goes, well, I can't do anything about it because it's going to cost about $600. Did anyone watch the Olympics? I hated the Olympics, but I was watching the Olympics and watching a hurdles race with my daughter, and bang, off the gun went. And the race we were watching, 2 people tripped over. I'm yet to see a hurdles race when that happens, when the people jump up and say, stop, come back, let's all start again. Has anyone ever seen that happen? But in our own personal lives, when we hit hurdles, we expect sometimes people to stop and wait for us, because that's not fair. You know, you're not allowed to do better than me because I've just hit, you know, come on, everyone just, you know what I mean? So for me, my first hurdle was on my second day. And I ran out of money that I didn't even have in the first place, but I ran out of money. So you've got to think outside the square. So I went into my sales spiel, and I said to the bloke, listen, this is going to be the biggest clothing brand in Australia. It's going to be worldwide. I need strategic partners with me. I need strategic alliances beside me. And I'll get back in the car, and Marty said, what's a strategic partner? And I said, I got no idea. I heard it on Business Sunday. So it's, you know.